Okay, kind of a little bit late today, so what we're gonna do is just throw this up like that. Bam, boom, pow. We're gonna hit the road and get to work on time. So, I think yesterday was a success, you know, as far as, hitting everything I wanted to. I feel like the workout worked just fine. Ran me just along the hour and 15 mark, which is downright perfect. And I mean, overall, chest was stimulated very well. I don't have too much soreness right now, but kind of waiting for that to kick in. It also might be because I'm going from doing around 8 sets to about 6. I just got to ump the intensity, which is another good thing about this stuff, is that I can improve the amount of intensity I can go for and not feel completely unable to perform another set to the same degree. Or not to the same degree, but you know what I mean. To the same amount of intensity. I feel like I'm just too tired because I've been doing too many sets. It makes it very enjoyable. I'm moving around a little bit more in the gym. We're not doing like stupid exercises though, right? Like we're still, only doing like 1 to 3 exercises per muscle, because I feel like once you get to like the real wacky stuff that I see some people do, where it's like for chest, they'll do the plate thing where they kind of push it like that, or they'll do it with dumbbells and then they'll like, I don't know. But I feel like once you get to a point where you're doing like all these fancy exercises, I feel like you could just hit the same stimulus just by overloading a bench press or overloading an incline press of any variation. I just think, why not? I had a little bit of a shoulder flare-up though, which I think is because I'm not used to the free weight load. I'm probably pushing out a bit further here, as it's nice to get a bigger stretch on the pecs when the flatter your arm is. Normally that's nice, but it does cause a lot of strain on the rotator. So maybe I just need to stay away from focusing on that side of it and just focus on the actual stretch I'm getting, because I'm still getting a very good stretch, very good contraction. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think that's pretty simple. Today we're doing a pull day, which means I'm thinking. So there's 2 pull days. One of the pull days is going to be like a T-bar row, and the other one's going to be more like pull-ups. So we're kind of switching between mid-back, upper back activation versus the full lat activation. You know what I'm saying? So one day we'll have a primary focus to be like more about, the upper back, the traps, doing stuff to kind of define that out. And then the other day will be a bit more dedicated to slamming in and honing in on the lats. Granted, we're going to be doing work for both today, along with a little bit of bicep work. I'm pretty sure traps are today. If they're not today, I'll double check, because I'd probably want to do traps today versus doing them the next pull day. But other than that, gotta go work first, as always. Then we will get right into a few sets there. Got an entirely gray fit today. Gonna look like Rocky Balboa coming up to the T-bar row or a chest-supported row machine, or whatever I feel like doing for my first set. It's gonna be a little goofy, a little silly, but that is what it is. So I'll see y'all then.
Normally, it's honestly trying to do the T-bar row machine more so than this one, but I mean, sometimes you can't get everything you want. It was being used, and it was for a few more sets. So push comes to shove, you just kind of do over reliable. This off really quick. Or drop it too far, don't lose it anyway. Got our wrists cranked up. Got small wrists, brother, I really do. I feel like that's probably a problem for using wrist straps like this. It's just your wrists are so small. But anyway, this first set moving. 130 on here. Now we're shooting for like 8. Okay, let's try another one. Maybe a little more control before I get this pump cover off, dude, in this goofy ass fit. I feel like there's only really 2 main exercises that are gonna hit me with this much consistency. It's gonna be this machine or that T-bar row. Like the chest supported T-bar, not the like regular like stand-up T-bar row. Because my main focus here is all of the upper back, right? So like a little bit of the traps, a little bit of the rear delts, the midsection of the upper back, trying to get rid of like showing the spine, that sort of thing. And I want to double check to make sure that T-bar row is as good as I'm thinking it is. But we'll give it another shot here before we lower the weight, before I take off this cover, man, because it is hot in here. Okay, let's get this off so we can breathe. Jump the weight up to that 115. Just get myself on that. Okay, man. I mean, what am I thinking of when I'm going up to this? Jumping down to 115. Think about cues. It's the best cue for upper back, right? It's the shoulder blade retraction. I'm telling you. Go from a wide shoulder grip at the end of your movement. Try and just pinch the shoulders back, really squeeze them back. Just kind of like, just an elite kind of cue like that, man, honestly. 115, brother. Not a crazy weight, but hopefully a heavy enough one. Okay. Ready? One more. Good control though. Same amount of stimulus. Just have to pull the shoulder blades back. I think a tiny bit more if I can. Alright, brother. Last. That sounded tough. Somebody's dropping some weight. Okay. We get some lengthened partials in here too. After you, what am I gonna do? Yeah, there. I think lat pull downs might be off the menu for the moment. We might go right into biceps. Work on those hit lats towards the end. Oh wait, don't I have a few sets on this thing? Oh, I might have another set or two. Jesus. Oh, don't tell me that. I need to check, but I'm preemptively moving this to 100. Alright, let's go ahead. On the preacher curl now, there's no seats, so what you do is just kind of throw yourself back a little bit, keep yourself angled proper. Doing a barbell one, I feel like I don't have an imbalance when it comes to arm strength or size, so. Pretty good first set. Do it again a few more times. Probably 3, I think. Then we'll do hammers. The thing I'd like to talk a little bit about while we're waiting here is about the preacher machine, the preacher curl, right? I think there's a lot that people fear about this, especially the curl like itself. I know I'm not the only person when I say that. I've seen all of like the videos and everything else of people who have basically torn out biceps going for heavy curls like this. But the thing about it is that you don't have to go that heavy. What matters more than anything is that you have the full control to that whole section. People who lift super heavy like that, they're trying to do 1 rep maxes on like curl machines. I mean, to a degree, you're kind of asking for it. I feel like you don't need to know your 1 rep max to know what's a heavy load for you on a curl. But people who do like the curls and they're only up here and they just drop right down, they're not getting the full extent of the movement. The most important part is that stretch all the way down. So, I mean, that's just my 2 cents. I'm only doing 40 pounds, right? Like, I'm not exactly doing heavy, but I'm getting nice stretch. It feels tough. Especially when you get into the end reps, it doesn't feel easy. You don't want it to feel easy. But I'm doing lighter right now to make sure that I have the technique, I have everything ready for it, so that way I can start progressively overloading. But anyway, get into the next set here. Sure, what I mean. And even on that last rep, you just go slow, right? I don't think like you just kind of switch the foot. I feel like I'm a little uneven. So just make sure our variable is the reason that we have one arm stronger than the other or something like that. But I mean, that feels pretty solid. I say we get one more. Just kind of really test it, see what we feel. Hopefully with this much time, I mean, the lat pull down machine would be open, but if not, I can always do the pull over machine, or we could just find like a cable and just do a regular lat pull over. I just want to do the lat pull down because it focuses a little more on strength, which, you know, key point in hypertrophy is, you know, being fucking strong. To create that stimulus. Pull over is more about, you know, it's more of a hypertrophic movement, as in it just hits the lats necessarily. I wouldn't say better, but I feel like people see more growth doing a pull over than a pull down, you know, because you don't necessarily have to go as heavy, so it's not so much strength. Anyway, get this last one and get some few partials just to kind of make sure that we're hitting that nice rep section. Switch legs.
Every day. Bro, how far is the trip to 10-minute walk? You can walk it out. My answer every day. Nigga, what? Every day.
Good partials. Biceps feel pretty good. It's either move on to hammer curls or, yeah, I say we just move on to hammers. Really beat up the biceps. All right, let's, we got 2 sets only for the hammer curls today. So we're gonna do very heavy, I'm thinking cross bodies even. Okay. 6. That's kind of where we want to be. Heavy, heavy, heavy. It's not so much a bicep movement as it is more like the brachial ready. I want to make the bicep lighter, so it doesn't feel as much bicep wise, but we'll give it another shot. See if we can maybe get 6 or 7 even. So 2. See what we can make of this. But cheats. Just get something. Nope. Jesus. Burning my hands up right now. Grip strength. Jesus. Nope. Okay, those are done. I'll have more to head of it in a minute. But I say for the pullover machine. Actually, I'll double check the lat pull downs, and then if that's not available, run straight to the pull down machine. But I really want to do lat pull downs. This is a machine I haven't really shown before. I like it a lot. They do say to a degree this can work triceps, but it's a pull day movement, so you can't really hate on it. Basically, just takes a lot more towards the lats. It's like a lat pull down, but it's pulling over instead of down, dude. But I'm telling you, this, I'm so frustrated. They only have one lat pull down machine in this entire place, dude. And I'm not normally like I gotta complain, honestly, but it's tough because how many people they have here, it's crazy. Anyway.
No, I'm saying, I got you. Yeah, I got you. I think it's early in the morning again, but I'm gonna take something today. All right.
I mean, it's pretty solid. I just wonder if I'm hitting the right weight because it gets very tough at the top. Which is where the eccentric comes in, but I mean, you can do it again. Get like 2, potentially 3 in here. Let's see about pulling at least 8 on this. I upped it, added a 45 to the back of this thing. There's already 1 set of them, so there's 2 sets now. Much better. This seatbelt actually had both ends. No, of course not. I was gonna say that would have been perfect. If it just so happened to have both ends to it. Yeah, I was gonna say that the key here, the ticket, you arch your back, you're taking a lot away from the lats. All of a sudden, shortens it, you know, like this. Keep it here, and it's within that path, and then it really gets the deep stretch. That felt really good. I want to do 1 more. Then I'll do forearms after, but I'll show the pump first. Hey, see, I originally programmed only 2 sets. The first set, I was so light on myself, dude. I mean, if you're gonna do something like 2 or 3 sets even on exercise, you better make those sets fucking heavy, and you better make them difficult. Because you can't just like, you know, if you want to do 8 sets, then you want to count them as warm-up sets or something like that. It's a little different, but programming-wise, I mean, the 3 set and under thing is like, you've got to be very, very, very intense because you only get a few shots at it. You don't want to waste your time, right? Anyway, I'm trying to stall myself a little bit longer for doing this again because this was fucking difficult. We're going to get some partials in here too. Forgot to change the brightness here. But just trying to get it checked in, dude. Arms are pretty full. Only really 3 sets on biceps and hammer curls for this. That's pretty good, things considered. I'm more excited to see the mid-back area, kind of the lats, you know. So yeah. We can take a quick peek. I'll just see. Dude, it's like stuck to me. I hate it when those things do that. Still no abs. 13 to 14% body fat just does not display it. Pretty good, man. Not crazy lats today, but we only hit really 3 sets of it. Majority was from up here, that upper back area. I mean, I'm pretty sure that looks pretty good. I can't really tell, but I also can't really pull my back that far back, which tells me that these are getting crazy, dude. Yeah, it's right on that side. The mid lat is going nuts. Exactly where we want it. Do some lower lat focus stuff. Actually, we'll do pull-ups, which will hit the upper lats next time. The lower lats, but that's it, dude. One more time. That's crazy, man. Let's get out of it. Let's go right downstairs. We're done. Go home. Holy shit. What a day. What a good day. Wow. I didn't think I'd like to pull over that much. I mean, I know it's a good exercise, but that is something. I shouldn't be wearing a compression shirt for. Goddamn lat's gonna pop out my back. Anyway, tomorrow's legs. Leg days are longer. I think they're the longest set-wise. It's like closer to like 16 sets. But that's it, man. We'll just have to get ready for tomorrow. I'll make sure to bring shorts. Other than that, be kinder than necessary, everybody. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.